Gotta relax.
This is Earth Radio. And now here's human music.
Human music. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
Peace, Hood Mystic. This week in astrology, the solar eclipse. Right now I'm about to share this video and then get into the build. So if you just give me a minute, take some deep breaths, get in the vibe of things, and I'll be right back to y'all. So peace. The solar eclipse that happens August 21st, 2017 at 2:24 Eastern Standard Time. This is a new moon. This is a particular special new moon because of the way that the sun and moon is aligned. It actually blocks the vision from the sun for up to 3 hours, depending on where exactly you're at. They say the best places to see it this year is somewhere in the Kentucky, Tennessee area. It's amazing how we talk about these things, at least once every 2 weeks, and have been consistent with it. And now it's like the most searched topic on Google. And we've been talking about this. I know I've been talking about this for the past 3 months extensively, saying that everything was a build-up to this particular time. And as you can see, the whole entire, at least this country, United States of America, is focused on this solar eclipse. It'll be a spectacle, so the world is going to be focused on this celestial event. And so we're going to deal with the metaphysics involved in the celestial event, because we're dealing with the aspect as above, so below. And so we know what goes on in the heavens affect us on a deeper consciousness level. Okay, so the sun and the moon will be conjunct at 28 degrees Leo. And this is the second new moon in this constellation. So if you think about it, at the beginning of Leo, we had a new moon, and just 28 days later, we're back here at this point, still in the same sign, still dealing with the same energy. So it's time to now double down on really intensifying and really amplifying those intentions, because we are dealing with a new moon, and like any other new moon, we're talking about setting intentions, really using the energy available. Understanding a solar eclipse. What is a solar eclipse exactly? Is it understanding the physical aspect of a solar eclipse, where the sun is darkened by the shadow or darkened by the moon? So what does that mean metaphysically, as opposed, like, how does that affect us moving forward? So this is a new moon. So whenever I do talk about new moons, we always talk about setting intentions. We always talking about using the energy, and we also talk about ending and beginning of a new cycle. So when I set a new intention, I am now beginning something new, and we have to let go of the old. And so when you see the sun around 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are going to see what looks like a doorway of light pulsating through a door. So metaphysically, that is us walking up to that doorway and seeing what's on the other side. So we want to look at the symbolism of the Sphinx, because it's a lot of interesting things going on with this, since we have Leo, the end of Leo, and the beginning of Virgo. And these things, astrologically, they are like seamless. It's a timeless weaving of a story, and all things go with another, and you put things together. So that's why in my videos I don't generally talk about people individually, saying, okay, this is for the Leos, and this is for the Virgos, and this is for the Tauruses. To me, is more complex and more deeper. So I like to do what is called all sign astrology, where we look at the transits and we identify what's going on a universal level, because I don't see so much difference in each other spiritually. We may have a lot of physical differences, but on a spiritual level I see a lot of similarities and a lot of things that we can connect with. So when I discuss the astrology, I'm discussing our spiritual oneness, unity, and likeness. And so that's the conversation. So we are ending Leo and entering Virgo on a physical identity level, but on an emotional level, we are leaving Virgo and entering Leo. Converging those two energies creates the energy of the Sphinx. Half Leo, half Virgo, half Lion, half Virgin. And so when these two constellations, something like a solar eclipse that happened at, a cusp point, is very powerful. And this could represent, like I said, doorways. This could represent new ideas, higher planes of wisdom, deep transformations, Kundalini rising. The Sphinx represents change, and change is the only thing that's constant. The problem with solar eclipses is that people fear change, and change is the only thing that's promised. So the Sphinx is there to stabilize you. Whether things get better or things get worse, you have an energy, you have a power to hold things together. We can make a choice in this life, whether it is that we need help or decide that we want to help. We either find ourselves in one or two polarities, and we can help ourselves or we can wait for other people to help us. This solar eclipse is definitely for the people who are interested in helping themselves or help others. The inventors, the innovative thinkers. The Sphinx represents the four elements synthesized, creating our spiritual connection.
Maybe I could just stay the same forever.
In Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx is not called the Sphinx. The Sphinx is actually a Greek word. In Egyptian mythology, the Sphinx is called Hu. Hu represents the sound of initial creation, thus falling on a new moon, representing the initial intention that one wishes to send out to the universe. Hu, aka the Sphinx, represents intention. On top of a new moon, which represents intention as well, on top of a solar eclipse, which represents intention as well. So we are talking about great fortune or great misfortune. The four levels of existence, to know, to will, to dare, or to keep silent. Where are you at on that will is a representation of what cycle you are ending and what cycle you are beginning. The Sphinx represents creation, so a solar eclipse on top of a Sphinx-like energy, it represents great change. I want to talk about energy for a second because, institutions like the White House utilize the science of astrology to get their rocks off. They are professionals and well versed in the science of the stars. Everything that they do has astrological significance. Every war, every ritual, and things of that nature. So
I hated this place. I wished that it would go away. But it's useless. Even if it burns down, the wreckage and ash are still there.
we represent miniature planets if we utilize the energy. So it doesn't take a concentrated effort from millions of us. It can take a concentrated effort from 5 of us, 10 of us, to really use this energy for the purpose of willing good for mankind.
What's she on about?
Really, since this is destructive energy, We use this energy to destroy our obstacles, to destroy our habits, to destroy the energy that's no longer serving us.
Anyway, I'm glad I followed him.
Jeez. What if someone sees him going around like that?
Haru-san, you shouldn't do this. Don't you know that Kanti's a god? What's she on about?
Oh, it's some video game. In high school, I guess they have a lot of free time.
It's not just a game. The Black Wings prove it's him.
Don't go out anymore, or I'll have to chain you down.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary. It's just something I always do. It's ordinary.
A solar eclipse on top of Regulus, it gives success, power, authority, influence, honor, wealth, and this is the energy that's available to us if we choose to use it, if we choose to align with those certain types of principles.
It's just something I always do. It's ordinary.
It all is in alignment, so rest in that. If you ain't doing shit, don't expect the universe to help you do nothing to better yourself.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
If you are, then be encouraged, because a shift is coming. All the hard work that you've been putting in is not for nothing. You are a special person, and it can happen for you. You just don't have to, don't give up. Just keep going with it. Peace, man. Y'all be blessed.